Let's compare the lyrics of this song Oceans with Revelation 17, the great whore of Babylon, and let's just see if we can find anything that's similar. You called me out upon the waters, and in verse 1 of Revelation 17, there's great whore that sitteth upon many waters. That, to me, that's just weird. Almost word for word, Hillsong is describing the whore of Revelation 17 and calling this worship. Verse number 5, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. You have a song about being called out on the waters. Come on out to the waters with me, to this great unknown. I want you to come be with me on this great unknown, and I'll find you in this mystery. And you find in Revelation 17 that there is a whore of Babylon sitting upon many waters, and in her forehead is written Mystery, Babylon the Great. And there's a song that Hillsong wrote talking about, I want to find you in the great unknown, in the mystery. And it's so similar to Revelation 17, it's scary. Also, you find in verse number 7 of Revelation 17, and the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns. I want you to notice there I find you in the mystery. I'm just going to tell you, you can believe whatever you want to believe. But that's off the charts scary. That there are people literally going around singing songs about the whore of Babylon, worshiping about the whore of Babylon, and they think they're worshiping a deity, and really it is a fallen entity that they are worshiping, throwing praise at. That ought to just make you think, whoa. Yeah, and let's just totally forget about the fact that they're just, putting up a picture of Ishtar at their Christmas special, and all the emphasis is on Ishtar when they're not even talking about Jesus very much during the Christmas special, and that they're all living like the devil. They're all covered in tattoos. They're all got the heathen pagan marks all over their bodies, and they call themselves Christians. They say they're worshiping Jesus. Could it be that these people aren't even saved, and that the spirit of this age, the spirit that worketh of the children of disobedience in Ephesians chapter 2, that these people have been lost in religion? They're not lost in vice or whatever. They're lost in a false version of Christianity, and the fruit that is being produced in their music and in their life and all this stuff is of a different spirit. It's not, they don't have the same Jesus, they don't have the same gospel, they don't have the same fruit in their life. They're not even singing the same music about the same Savior. They're singing about somebody else. Could it be that hard to believe? Could that really be that hard to believe? I don't think so.
Look, I'm sorry.
Maldonado is the Bill Johnson of Miami. Okay. And he and Bill Johnson are good friends. Long story short, there was a lady who came to the conference I was teaching. She came up to me. She introduced herself. She said, I used to be in El Rey Jesus. And I said, oh, really? Oh, she said, oh, yeah. She said, I was high up in it. She said, my husband is still in it. Maybe it's too much. I hope I don't get her in trouble. But her husband is still in it. She got saved, genuinely saved, converted, left it, as you would expect a Christian to do, left the church. And I was talking about some of the manifestations in Maldonado's church, Bill Johnson. Well, anyway, she came up to me. She said, Justin, you know how Maldonado's church has the gold dust? And I said, yeah. She said, that was my job. She said, I was tasked, her and a friend of hers, we were told to go upstairs with canisters of, you can't make this stuff up, with canisters of real fine gold glitter of sorts. And
Hobby
she said,
Lobby glitter.
Yeah. And she said, it was our job to dump it into the ventilation system. And of course, it blew out over the whole congregation. And people thought that was
the presence
of God.
We don't seek for signs, but we don't ignore them either. It's kind of dumb if he shows up in a cloud, you go, I don't want to be distracted. I invite all of his distractions. So.
You got gold dust in your hand.
Last year in CAP, I had the oil, and I was like, oil, Dad, oil.
you. And then this year I looked down, I was like, it's gold dust. I started crying. I fell to my knees crying to God, thanking him because my dad
God gave you a sign,
yes.
and that points to the house that they gave you. Come on, come on.
Why do so many of the most popular singers in contemporary Christian music look, dress, and sing in an effeminate manner? They get that microphone and they go, oh. Why do they do that? Because the people who buy the albums love it. And not only do they love it, they lust after it. After their own lust shall they heap themselves teachers having itching ears. Yikes. There's a pattern here. There's a sensuality to this music that you don't find almost anywhere else.